Hi everyone, this is journal entry number 5 for MN668. Today I'm going to discuss a patient. It's a 44-year-old guy. He was coming in for alcoholism. He does have a history of drinking 8 to 10 beers daily. He did attempt at one point to reduce his drinking, but he started having withdrawal symptoms. So he has the cravings. He gets snappy, irritable. He can even have like sweats, if he doesn't have enough in his system, which is, I feel like it's sad. But, everyone has a story of how these things could have happened and arisen. He does have a history of DUI, and he was coming in because he wanted to get medication or help with detoxing and getting off alcohol. With the patient's history and with their symptoms, and knowing that they are having issues with coming off alcohol themselves, the provider that is my preceptor stated that this patient was going to go in for inpatient treatment. An outpatient facility was not going to meet their needs, especially with the way that they're having withdrawal symptoms. But I did feel that it was commendable that the patient was coming in because they understood that they had a problem. And I don't know if it was, him wanting to, or him or others in his family encouraging him. He didn't mention it that much, but he said that he was ready. So I get the feeling that, it was more so him, because he really didn't mention like family or other individuals wanting him to get help. He stated that he was ready and he wanted to get help and he wanted to be healthy and to get better for himself. He stated that, he was tired of, doing crazy and erratic things. Like, he has had plenty of DUIs and he doesn't want to lose his license or look at any things that might come with or consequences that could happen because of his alcoholism. So that is very commendable, especially when you do hear of people that have, harmed people very seriously, or even, deaths related to people drinking and driving. And so with that being said, I think that it's commendable for that patient, to take those steps and really take control of their life and their health. Because a lot of times addiction is something that we think you can just turn it on, turn it off, it's, mind over matter. Like, you can do it at any time, you can just stop. And what people don't realize is that, once you are addicted to something, whether it's a substance, and it doesn't necessarily have to be drugs or alcohol, but it can be, anything, anything. Like, you could be addicted to food or whatever. It's very hard for individuals to stop, and you definitely do have to have the willpower. And a lot of times it takes more than just willpower. You have the willpower, you have the mindset set, but you also need the tools in order to ensure that what you're doing is not being done in vain, and it is sustainable, and you do have a plan in place so that you are able to maintain, your sobriety, or, your ability to abstain from, whatever it is that you are addicted to, or, just making sure that you have those tools in place. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed my journal entry for week 5, and I will see you again next week.